5 of my hobby vlog. This will probably be another quick one, but I'll go into a few things that I wanted to talk about. Today I went back to working on some terrain pieces, like the simple hill. This is going to be like a rock hill for a desert terrain piece, and done some texturing. And then I'll do some further texturing with it, fill gaps and things like that. So I did this piece. I did this piece is a little bit interesting, but yeah, some gaps. I'll want to fill those and texture those. And I did a taller one. This, and it's very smooth, so I'll end up texturing that. And you see that it's pretty blocky, but once it gets textured and painted, I think it'll have some really interesting game attributes. So I'm trying to get all the pieces for the terrain, the desert terrain, to us the same point, and then I will finish texturing them, paint them, put some Mod Podge on them, and then finish painting them, get it all done. But I like to do that on the weekend where I can involve my daughters in some of the messy stuff because they like doing that. So and it's kind of fun to do that as a family. Some of the things that I'm working on is I'm reading the hooks, and it's really fascinating, some of the stuff I've read so far about it, and the game mechanics are pretty straightforward, pretty obvious. I did exchange a couple of Facebook messages with the author, Andy Cohen, and he suggested not having equal sides, making sure that it's not absolutely identical forces, but actually have differences and vary it up. And that makes a lot of sense. So I'll go ahead and doing that. Some of the other things I wanted to talk about today is the dwarves I'll want to work on when I've got a nice guaranteed hour or more to sit down and paint, because it takes a little while to get into it, and then I don't want to be interrupted. And I might be able to do that this weekend. We'll see about that. I still have some more of the XPS terrain stuff to do before I'm ready to paint that. And I'm going to show some of the paper figures that I've been doing. I did have a picture of it before, but it's really basic figures. And then I'll put color on them so that they have an allegiance to Yorkish or Lancaster, of course. But very, very simple. It takes me about a minute, maybe or so, per figure. So for a force of 12, maybe 15 minutes to create 12 pieces. And then I tried getting them to print out in color. For whatever reason, my printer wasn't working, so I got them in black and white. I have some terrain pieces I did for Necrons. These are very, very simple structures. And I'm still painting the texture. I did get some other pieces. It's like a gate. And I was hoping to keep this clear, but I got a little bit of paint on it with my daughter's helping me. And I think what I'll do is I'll texture the opening and then put some paint on that and see how that goes. Or I might just pull it out and replace it. So that was more for Age of Sigmar piece. I've got some simple monoliths that I need to get painted up, and some stones. My daughters really like gluing these together with hot glue gun, and then they had a great time painting them and stuff like that. So I'll get them. They've just had an overbrush of dark gray, so I'll work on that again. I want to kind of bring them along for this effort because they've enjoyed making these. So I got those pieces, real simple, very cheap terrain pieces. But I tried making a larger centerpiece for Necrons with a texture, and what I'll probably end up doing is figure out how to get a more sci-fi look to these when I paint them up. I'm not really sure. I think they have kind of a green, like a Dark Reaper or that kind of thing. Anyway, so trying to figure out how I'm going to paint that, but I did create it so that it's the same on each side, and then there's enough room for, you know, a step here, and then it could be something that I put on each of these, probably a pyramid type thing. But maybe you can have something in the center. So it's a work in progress, but it's pretty big. We'll see how that goes. I got a couple other smaller pieces, and I'm going to experiment with tea lights, the little battery-powered tea lights. There's some of those tea lights you get 2 of them for $1 that are just white. They just flicker a little bit like flames. And then they have ones that change color, color changing. And I think that'd be kind of cool for the Necron terrain. Gonna put those under maybe a monolith where there's just a bit of edge poking out and a little bit of light. It goes from green to yellow to orange to blue to purple, and kind of different colors that kind of slowly changes. That looks like it might be good. But we'll see how that goes. And that's pretty much it for today. What I'll do is I'll try and get stuck in on painting the Dwarf army and maybe get the Goblins magnetized. Maybe that's kind of what I'm going to be focused on this weekend. Also reading the rules for Warhammer Fantasy 8th edition. I've read them a few times. This will probably be the 5th or 6th times at the time that I will be reading them. And it's, you know, I want to be familiar with the game so I can do kind of a solo session and experiment with that. And what I try and do is curate a game with my daughters. I might do that with 40K as well. We had some fun with the First Strike. So we'll see. All right, that's it. Ta-ta, and talk to you later.